I thought we had he actually is.
You know, I think one of the neat things for us is you guys being so close to us and hour something away. And,
Yes.
you know, we have been putting this out. I actually fed 6 protein feeders yesterday till my back gave out on me.
Yes.
And I tried to look for Tyler and he was nowhere to be found. But you know, I tell you, and Tyler will tell you this, on both the farms, obviously the deer have really, you know, gone to it. But we appreciate the partnership with you guys. And we had a similar story which you and I hit on out here at the truck before we, you know, came in here. But our paths to business were very similar. You know, I was an outdoorsman, I was a hunter. Just wanted a different camo pattern. I had the military patterns when I was growing up to hunt with. And so that kind of led me into the Realtree side of things, trying to come up with a bow hunting pattern since I loved bow hunting all my life. And very similar story with you guys, how you got started.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, we were trying to find things that were actually good for the deer.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of stuff that just was not at all. I mean, and we came from a livestock background and nutrition in that kind of way. And, you know, we were doing stuff to grow better horn on longhorn cattle. Of course, I know this is an antler, but really had a good background with it. We're just trying to find a better way to grow better deer, and there just wasn't a lot of stuff available, so we went to work on it, and here we are now. And neat to have the same type of story, which I guess that's true with a lot of outdoors companies. You're trying to find a better way
Well,
to do
you know,
things.
the thing for you guys, and I think what's neat for Tyler and I is just to see all the other products you've gone into.
Yes,
Just not obviously the protein right here, and you know, Tyler was talking about the draw, and you know, you're hiding some of the products from me, you know, somewhere. I don't know where they are.
That's right.
When they come in, I don't see them.
That's right.
You know, it's like a grab bag at Halloween. You know, when you go around,
Yes,
everybody's just grabbing stuff out of the
I
bag.
keep the corn spike and the draw to myself.
Yeah. Yeah,
But tell me
well,
how those products developed, you know, for the corn spike and
corn spike is kind of funny with that one. So it's an additive for corn. It's a flavor.
Right.
It has no nutritional value, which I really didn't want to fool with anything like that. I mean, who doesn't have a flavor? We had been messing with a combination of flavors and things like that, and decided it was time to really figure it out. Started using it like a cover scent, like with our clothes, like not to take the place of cover scents, but to put that something that smells like what you're feeding
right.
on your body and all, so it kind of helps in that way. And I keep it in our clothes box and things like that. But giving your corn an identity.
And tell us a little bit too, I know a product that I first tried out and had a lot of success, mixed it with the corn spike, but just the roasted racks.
You know, the roasted stuff is becoming a big thing everywhere. I mean, roasted soybeans, roasted corn. Our roasted racks is a roasted soybean corn mix, but that flavor, that odor is something that just drives a deer crazy. I mean, it smells like peanuts, but it's really just the roasted beans that give that odor. But it's been a neat thing. I mean, it's become a staple for a lot of people that are just not going to go hunting without it. They just don't feel like their edge is there. You know, they don't feel like they're checking the box and doing everything they can to see everything in the woods, you know, and it's been a real neat thing.
And let's talk about what we have right here. Of course, you can tell we're using a few pallets of it.
Yeah.
Probably have more here than you do at your place. I don't know, but tell us about this and the protein and how it evolved and the value of the protein in the feed.
Sure. Well, this is winter stabilizer. You know, this is our winter pellet that you use during the non-antler growing months after they've shed velvet.
Yeah.
It's a higher carb, lower protein, so you're dropping that protein to save some money, and plus the deer just don't need it. And if it's a really good complete ration, the deer might not eat it. If they're done growing, they might slow down eating it, because the deer will tell you what they need. But we remove some of the alfalfa meal and bean meal to lower the protein, but we replace what we take out with whole kernel corn. So you're giving them the carbohydrates they need. But the trick is it's pressed into the pellet, so they're still getting their vitamins and minerals to keep the vitamins and minerals up in the skeletal system, so they're not depleted, and they can really just take off and keep on growing. And of course, then you go to the 20% pellet that's got all the good stuff for growing in it. It's, you know, what we consider to be a complete ration. But yeah, right now is winter stabilizer season, which has really become a huge season for us. We started with it just to keep the vitamins and minerals up in the skeletal system, but now we've got tons of our, you know, really large land owners and things like that are saying that they're growing some of the biggest deer they've ever grown by using winter stabilizer, because their deer are coming out of the rut looking like a beast.
Yeah.
You know, where an antler is like what's known as a secondary sex characteristic. They're not putting effort into antler growth until their body is back satisfied.
Right.
But if you're feeding winter stabilizer properly, your bucks come out of the rut looking like a beast, and they just put all their effort into antler growth, and they're just growing bigger antlers. I mean, that's kind of a collection of thought from all these guys that are using stabilizer.
You know, I think the neat thing for me, we got help today. You
Yeah.
know, I broke my back yesterday.
I see
I broke my back yesterday by myself.
That's right.
I had no help, and this old man right here trying to pick up those 50-pound bags, you know,
Yes.
and probably did about 30 of them yesterday.
Man.
So, but I got help today. So
That's right.
Let's
That's
get
right.
to
you
work.
know, you work out and you ready to go?
I'm ready to go. Let's
All
go.
right.
All right, we
let's do
do
it.
have to feed some feeders today, you know, for sure. We only need to go about 1 or 2 feeders. We get.
Filling it up, man. Harvest Advantage. Of course, our biggest seller by far is Harvest Advantage and Planter Forager Plus, you know, bag of each to the acre. So he's got the small box here with Planter Forager Plus in it with all the small seed, and then Harvest Advantage in the big box. We keep the small seed and the big seed separated from each other so you can get proper plant depths. But Harvest Advantage that you asked about, it's black oats, cocoa oats, triticale, and wheat. And your triticale and black oats are your high sugar content cereal grains in existence. So super sweet, super attractive. You're just gonna see more deer, it's better for your deer. There's no telling how many tens of thousands of acres we've done a Harvest Advantage. And honestly, I've never heard a bad thing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that Harvest Advantage, planting it with my small seed because it jumps so quick and gives that clover and chicory and all a chance to get up. And that other feels like a nurse crop because it jumps so fast and deer's got something to graze on. And give your small seed time to get up and get established a little bit.
Yeah. Let's see if this is it. Did it?
Good job.
If I don't do nothing else right today, I got that.
Hey, we learned it.
I'm not replacing batteries on this one, right? No.
Huh?
Replacing batteries on the other one.
Yeah, we can drive up there. We just get this one bag out, just top it off. I filled these up yesterday. But up there, I tell you what we might do, just go up there and start changing those batteries out. And then look on the side and see if everything's gone from last night. They look like they fed pretty hard on it. We had yesterday, Roger came out here that when it flooded,
Yes, sir.
that low spot right there, it just washed all the seeds. So we just broadcast some out there and hopefully it'll take.
Yeah, I can see where it ran through.
Yep. This field has been underwater before
Really?
and it came all the way up. We watched it on cameras and it flooded. And that low spot right there, we may try to grade it back out and throw it the other way.
Yes.
But anyway, this is one of our favorite food plots. They won't go hungry. They still hitting the protein good, but it's amazing going to this stuff right now. Just bodies tell them, hey,
Yeah.
switching over.
Yes, sir. And everybody's got bait on the ground now everywhere.
No.
You know, they just making that transition for sure.
Let's go up here and let him change those batteries out. And we'll get it ready up there. You know, a little sweet setup right there.
That's a neat set. Yeah, I like that.
How you get the batteries changed?
I did.
Okay. That's a sweet setup right there.
That's really neat.
Try and get your little brother in there.
Yes, sir.
All right, educate us a little bit now. What you?
So corn spike has 3 sizes, and this has been a product that we've had for only about 3 years, but we love it. But the pocket can is something people like because you can mash it like that even while it's closed before you open it, you know, and use it as a wind indicator, wind checker, and also pulling deer, you know, with it. But
If we can get that win right here, your little brother needs to sit here tonight.
That's a good win for him.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good win for right now.
Did you want to put corn spike out here
I
with
do.
this? Okay.
Yeah, please.
I like to use corn spike in spots to, you give that corn an identity, but sometimes I won't continue to use it on certain spots till I'm going back,
Yeah.
and put it out and they smell that fresh food on the ground and get them on their feet. But I mean, I use it a lot ahead of that, but then I'll cut back till I'm going to a spot for a while.
All right. The magic dust.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people get into stirring it in and stuff like that with,
Yep.
and try to get it even and stuff like that. I just always pour out some, and don't measure it because it's so loud. It does everything it's going to need to do,
All right, so once again, we got some roasted rack out. Educate me a little bit more here.
Yes, sir. So this is roasted racks. It's a roasted soybean corn mix. The roasted stuff's been neat. I mean, it is just wild what it does to a deer. When you roast that bean, it just drives them crazy. Of course, roasted racks is twice the protein of just using regular corn. Regular corn is about 7.5% protein. Roasted racks is the 17% protein. So it's just really neat how attractive it is. I mean, it really drives them nuts. And it's become a good staple for people. I mean, you can run it through spinners. It being whole grains, it'll spin well.
That's what I was just looking at.
Yeah, and it's moisture tolerant. I mean, it's not any more waterproof or anything than regular corn is, but it being whole grains, it doesn't get messed up as much with rain and things like that. It's become a staple for a lot of people. And you can smell it. It smells like peanuts. Even
That's
though
what I just did.
Yeah, no peanuts in it. It's the roasted
It's good.
beans, but it's really become a big deal and a big seller for us. We put out roasted racks right here.
Yep.
Tyler did a minute ago, so we're adding a little bit of corn spike to the roasted racks, but typically I don't. I mean, roasted racks doesn't need any help.
Right.
Neither does 4S draw. So I don't want somebody to think that to use roasted racks successfully or corn spike that you need one or two together. But the reason we're putting that out here is to get this odor around the farm. That way when y'all are hunting a spot and you're only using corn spike, because some people use it as standalone. They'll just pour it in a little pile, but that way they can start to realize that odor and identify it as a food source.
Yep.
So that's why we're putting it here now. But typically when y'all are doing that, you'll probably figure out that you don't want to use corn spike with roasted racks.
So 4S has partnered with Onyx. Obviously, Onyx has been a partner of ours for the last several years, and we use it all the time here on the farm, all over the country. And so with every purchase of one of these 25-pound bags of the 4S draw, you get 3 months free of the Elite Onyx membership. And like I said, we use it all the time. Onyx has been a staple for a lot of hunters, especially us. That's how we set up our whole farm, is through Onyx. So you will not be disappointed, in having that. And then also, if you've never tried the draw before, you get to try that as well. And we've had a lot of success with both of them.
Yep. Pretty easy, just there and ready to go with it. Pretty simple.
Yeah, if you've never used the Elite, like a lot of people have the base on Onyx. So if you've already Onyx member, but you've never spent the money to upgrade to the Elite, it does the leaf off technology. It opens up all the options on Onyx with that offer.
Yeah. And likely when you try it, I bet you don't go back.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's the whole
I think that's
point.
what they're thinking too.
Yeah. Same thing with the 4S draw.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna go to 219. I'm starving. You hungry? All right. Y'all Foster?
Yeah, he's gonna meet us up there.
Yeah.
I'll let him know we're leaving.
Walden, Colorado. Right here, I quit calling, but he was going behind. I knew he'd probably stop.
Oh, for sure.
And then right now, I started screaming. 300 yards. It's not that big deal, but just
A lot of people.
all these willows that were coming in. We had army worms this year too. Yeah, they were bad. No, it's been a fun day for us. Thank you guys for coming over.
Yes, sir.
Spend a little time with us, educate
sir.
us a little bit on the product. It's been good.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all. Come back and let's try to shoot a deer here soon.
Yeah, we will. Definitely will. Thank you.